Hi, this is Tom Birch. I'm the president and owner of the Lakes Media Network. We're the people that bring you Rewind 1019, US 98.3, and 96.7 WSHV. And today we want to talk about the power of advertising in a down economy. Let's start with a question. What do these companies have in common? Toys R Us, Home Depot, AutoZone, Kohl's. These companies are all market leaders, and they're all major radio advertisers. And they all know the value of being known. Consumers favor a brand if they know it before they need it. Consider these brands on the right side of our screen. When you think tissue, Kleenex is what you ask for. Soft drink, you ask for a Coke. If it absolutely positively has to be there tomorrow, you think first of FedEx. And when you want a beer, you reach for a Bud. 8 in 10 consumers will turn to a brand they know when the need occurs. And if your brand has top-of-mind awareness, you're going to do well in good times and bad. But if you don't, your business is just waiting to be found. And the odds of being found by someone who's searching for you online or in the yellow pages are less than 1%. We're in tough times, but tough times actually are the best times to advertise. We have 4 decades of research that show that firms that increase advertising during recessions outperform those that don't by 2.5 times. Why is this true? Well, there's 2 reasons. First, competitors tend to spend less, yielding an opportunity for aggressive marketers to gain share of mind, top-of-mind awareness, increase market share, increase revenue, and ultimately increase profits. And the second reason is that consumers seeking bargains are more open than ever to brand switching. So how do you grow a business during a recession? Well, there's 4 ways to grow a business during normal times. You can raise your prices. You can sell more to existing customers. You can increase your customer retention, or you can win new customers. Which do you think is the most optimal way to grow a business in a tough economy? If you said number 4, win new customers, you're correct. Because in normal times, winning new customers is expensive, but these are not normal times. In a recession, the cost of winning new customers decreases because the level of competitive noise drops as competitors are reducing their advertising expenditures or going out of business. So your message stands out if you're advertising. Brand loyalty recedes as consumers search for the best deals, and that creates trial opportunities for the strongest brands, which are, of course, those with dominant top-of-mind awareness. 20% of businesses actually grow during recessions. And remember, we have 4 decades of research that conclusively show that firms that increase advertising during recessions outperform those that don't by 2.5 times. So where should you advertise? In the newspaper, yellow pages, on television, broadcast or cable, or on the radio? Let's start with newspaper. It has the advantages of high familiarity, acceptance, credibility, respect, especially with older readers. Visuals reinforce advertising messages, and there's a variety of ad sizes. The big disadvantage of newspaper these days is that 35% of adults 18 and over don't read or look into a newspaper each week, and that number is much, much higher among young adults. Newspaper readership is declining as people increasingly get their news from other sources. And when they do read a newspaper, if they see an ad, only 42% of readers actually recall what they saw. And we're talking about a full-page ad. Smaller ad size recall is even lower. Radio, on the other hand, reaches everybody. 93% of consumers tune in every week. 71% tune in daily. And when they tune in, they listen for an average of 2.25 hours. Arbitron reports that there have been no declines in total radio listening, even in the face of continually declining newspaper readership. In Mecklenburg County, Virginia, radio reach dwarfs newspaper. The Lakes media stations have more than 10 times the audience of the South Hill Enterprise. How about Yellow Pages? Well, it's got the advantages of being delivered to all homes. It is a reference guide, a lot of different ad sizes and placements. But the disadvantage is that few people use the book anymore. People search online for info. And people are using the Yellow Pages only after they've made a buying decision. And if you do get into the Yellow Pages and you do invest in advertising, there's a very long lead time to when it gets published. And after you're in the book, you can't make any changes for the whole year. Whereas radio, again, reaches everyone. 93% of consumers are tuning in every week, 71% every day, listening for 2.25 hours a day. And radio is creating demand and awareness before the buying decision is made. And if you need to change your message, and very often we do, because business conditions do change, you can change at any time without a problem. How about broadcast TV? Well, it's everywhere. Broadcast TV provides video ads, which are very effective. But the disadvantage is that broadcast television is very expensive. Unless you wish to pay for access to 2.9 million people, big audience, in the Raleigh-Durham, Fayetteville TV market, broadcast TV is probably not the best choice for you. Whereas radio targets customers in your trading area, and you pay only for the people you wish to reach. How about cable TV? Well, you got video again. That's a great advantage. And you have greater targetability using cable versus broadcast TV because cable has dozens of different channels. The disadvantage in our area is that 80% of the homes don't have access to it. Comcast, which is the cable TV provider to Mecklenburg, doesn't offer a local coverage area. So if you want to buy viewers in South Hill, you also must buy people that are living in the Richmond area. Radio, again, targets customers in your trading area, and you pay only for the people you wish to reach. So where should you advertise? Newspaper, Yellow Pages, television, or radio? We think the answer is clear. Radio. This chart shows the weekly percentage of population reached by radio, cable TV, newspaper, and Yellow Pages each week. Younger demographics, those 12 to 34, are effectively reached by radio. Virtually every one of them are tuned to a radio station at some point during the week. Only a small percentage of those people are reached by Yellow Pages and cable TV. Newspaper reaches fewer than 50% of adults 21 to 34, less than 40% of people 12 to 20. The audiences over the age of 50 are even more effectively reached by radio than any other media. Radio reaches over 93% of the population each week. Everyone listens to radio. Lakes Media Radio, that is. This chart shows how the Lakes Media stations dominate radio listening in Southside Virginia. The left column shows the percentage of the population that tunes in to each of these stations for 5 or more minutes. As you can see, US 98.3, today's new country and your all-time favorites, ranks number 1, just about tied with Rewind 1019, South Hill's greatest hits. Third ranked is Lakes Media's 96.7 WSHV, Classic Soul, and Today's R&B. And next up is Bobcat Country, which comes in from the Richmond area with a country format that people listen to, but not nearly as much as they listen to US 98.3. 95.3 HLF, another Lakes Media radio station, also has a sizable audience with its adult contemporary format. More than 40% of persons aged 12 and older will listen to a Lakes Media station each week. And we want to hand you our megaphone to put our audience to work for your business. We have a special offer. We call it the 2012 Go Big offer, and it's a unique opportunity for you to advertise on Lakes Media stations at extraordinary savings. And here's what you get. Up to 75% off our standard rates. If you have not advertised on a Lakes Media radio station in the past year, you are eligible for this program. You get year-round advertising. You can reach both the now buyers, those people that are right now in the market for your product or service, or the future buyers, those people that don't yet know that they need your service or your product. And these are the people that you will reach when you have built top-of-mind awareness. You get a choice of 4 different programs. You can run 1, 2, 3, or 4 weeks per month. And the investment runs from $399 up to $799 per month. And we give you ad design and production, which is important. Effective advertising requires understanding your business, your competitive advantage, the profile of your present customers, and the customers you wish to attract. And we've retained Dallas-based TM Century Productions, which provide us with major market voice and production talents to create effective advertising messages that will drive customers to your door. TM Century is one of the best. They're America's largest and most respected radio production company. Your ad's going to sound like Madison Avenue when they get done. We'll start by sending you a questionnaire, and then we're going to conduct an in-depth interview with you to determine message content, style, and your campaign goals. So, Let's get started. Put the power of the Lakes Media Network to work for your business. Call me right now. 919-341-1804. 919-341-1804 or email me, Tom Birch at lakesmediallc.com. The Lakes Media Network. We want to go to work for your business.